Graham from 613 Equipment Rentals. I just like this area because the sun is shining, but inadvertently Ottawa Insulation is going to get some promotional content today, so hopefully they reciprocate if ever they use any of my machines on one of their jobs. Haven't posted in a while, but I wanted to get a video out to you guys this fall. Today we're going to be talking about the SCL1000s again. I got one at 650 or 60 hours and one at 250 hours. I want to talk about some of the issues I've encountered, extended warranty, and just kind of the general wear and tear on these machines, having had one for 2 rental seasons now and another for 1 single rental season. So I've got my cheat sheet here of my list of things I wanted to bring to your attention. So I'll be kind of referencing this as we go. So each machine has had a handful of warranty claims. Now, standard manufacturer warranty is 1 year, and then you can purchase up to 2 additional years on top of that, 1 year from the manufacturer, and I highly recommend it. It's been worth every penny, and I'll explain to you why. So on each machine, I've had to do replace the wire harness. I think it's got like 3 leads, one to the alternator, one to the battery, and one somewhere else. The indicator for this repair was I was getting a low voltage read on the display screen, and I was noticing that the battery wasn't charging. So I called Huckabones. They sent a truck out, which is part of your warranty coverage, which is amazing. They cover trucking, and they were able to diagnose that each wire harness on each machine just basically couldn't handle the wear and tear of the vibration. So they swapped those out. I suspect they put beefier cables in there, and that resolved the issue. So I'll show you the display screen later, and you can see what the voltage indicator I'm talking about. The joystick button on the 2023 SCL, I'll just get my camera woman over here to show you what I'm talking about. So this is your joystick here, your hydraulic functions. So in my case, I was using the auger I was sending out with the customer. I noticed that it would only rotate in one direction. The button on the left wasn't working. So called Huckabones. They sent a truck out. They brought it to their shop, diagnosed it. It was the joystick button and the sub harness that they replaced, and that solved the issue. Next, I want to talk about the stop-start solenoid. I'm somewhat mechanically sound, but anyways, this machine, 2024, 250 hours, was out with an arborist for most of the season, the rental season, and he calls me up one day and says, hey, the machine was running and now it's not. So he was kind of a handy guy. He called the dealer and they're like, hey, it might be this. So we brought it under, they drove over to the Quebec side, grabbed the machine, loaded it on a truck, and they went and diagnosed it, and it was the stop-start solenoid, which they replaced, and they had it back out maybe 2 or 3 business days later. So they were really good in getting these machines turned around for me. So another issue that came up during one of the services, I was kind of hearing some sounds. I didn't really make anything of it, but what I was told was when they were doing the warranty work for the solenoid, they noticed under here is the muffler, and there's a flange that connects to the muffler system near the engine. It had actually cracked and it was completely broken. So they replaced that one under warranty. They just grabbed the muffler and swapped it out. Now I expect that'll probably happen on the 2024 model at some point. But the reason it probably happened to this one is because the hour count obviously significantly higher, and this one has pushed a lot more dirt than that unit. Like I said, that was it's my first rental season having this SCL1000. And this one was used primarily to move like brush and load logs on the trailers. So the contractor was an arborist and he was just using the forks the whole time. So he wasn't really like pushing dirt, I was saying. Meanwhile, this one was on rent to landscapers, contractors, and this one was in and out of backyards all day long, which is why we probably encountered the muffler issue and some of the other issues that I saw this season. Now, what I do is I make sure to stay on top of my maintenance schedules. I'm replacing my oil, doing my hydraulic filters and every filter, and I'm greasing a lot. I only have 2 units. I don't have a big fleet. I need these machines to last. They're still somewhat new to the market. And when I say new, it's like, you know, three years old. Meanwhile, you know, a U17 has been around for, I don't know, a decade. So there's still some issues that are being uncovered as we go. So I'm just trying to minimize the issues. So I do all my maintenance. I got a guy, a mechanic that helps me out when it's kind of beyond the scope of work for me. And that's kind of what I do on a personal note to make sure these machines are running fluidly. Now I bought 2, so I would have the ability to swap it out if a customer had a machine go down. That's not possible when one goes on long-term rent. So we'll see if next season I purchase another one. I'm not sure because they are like 52 grand plus tax. They're not cheap. And I'll just walk you over to the display screens on each of them just to show you the hour count. So again, this is the 2023, which I purchased in the spring of 2024. We have 668 hours on this one. This is the volt indicator right here. If this number is not going up when you fire up your machine, you probably have that charging issue. Either the alternator or the cable harness is fried. This is the 2024 machine that I purchased this spring of 2025. Again, here's the volt indicator, 250 hours. And then I have a service reminder up here. And this one I already know. I have a fuel filter with my mechanic. And it's the fuel filter they're calling for. So that'll get done when I see him this week. So I'll just walk you over. I'll just do a track comparison. So I'll get my camera woman to just give you a close-up on what the track looks like after 250 hours. There's still quite a bit of tread, and I anticipate these will last another while yet. I have the auger connected because this is going out with my business partner from my excavation company in Nolan tomorrow morning. We're doing some post holes in Barrhaven in Ottawa. And then I'll give you a close-up on the tracks, which are 68 hours old. So there's still some life in them, but you know, you can really tell they are beat up compared to a machine with 250 some odd hours on them. Anyways, I think I've covered the notes I wanted to talk about today. Ottawa Insulation obviously got some marketing out of this one. They share this yard with me, and I haven't had any issues with them. But yeah, the SCLs have been good. Buy the warranty. Spend the $600 per machine for the extended warranty because it's going to save your butt. The trucking and the trucking's included. Like I said, Huckabones have been fantastic to deal with. They're very responsive, and which is why I'll be going back to them to purchase additional machines next spring. And yeah, you're going to keep running into issues. I'll keep running into issues, and I'll do another review when the 2023 machine gets to about 1,000 hours. So that'll be next summer. But yeah, those are my notes I just wanted to share with you. Stay on top of the maintenance, oil changes, grease your machines, and purchase the warranty. Again, I'm Graham from 613 Equipment Rentals. Thanks again. See you in the next video.